Hey guys, if you guys need your dominations, 12-0s, evos, anything to do with online or offline grinding, be sure to hit up RoseNBA on Twitter. The link to his Twitter will be in the description down below. 100% legit and 100% reliable, so be sure to go hit him up now. What is going on, guys? It is your boy Bio2k, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys a video on how to improve as a defender in NBA 2K21 Myteam. Now, normally I do make like defensive settings videos where I just kind of show you guys the settings and I say, okay, have fun. I'm not going to do that. This video, I'm going to kind of walk you guys through an in-game clip of something that was really clutch. So if you guys don't know, I do stream every single night on Facebook Gaming. The link to that will always be in the description down below. It's free to follow, and I do stream every single day, so be sure to go pull up and say what's up. You can create a fake name so people don't need to know who you are. It's all good. But anyway, back to what I was saying though. On stream last night, I did end up playing a kid with a Zen. If you guys don't know what a Zen is, it's a modded controller that helps you green, or just basically auto greens for you. Now, the kid that I played, it was really annoying and really frustrating because all he was doing was fading and greening shots left and right, and I knew it was Zen because it said center every single time. So the whole thing with that though is you really need to know how to step up in certain situations and know what to do and how to read certain situations. And the clip I'm going to be showing you guys is probably going to give you guys a lot better of an understanding about what I mean by adjusting rotations and, you know, kind of reading defense, reading offenses and stuff like that. So if you guys do enjoy this video, do me a favor and leave a like on it. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. If you guys get this video to like 150 likes, I'm going to be bringing you guys a video later on today that is going to be how to improve and how to actually get Kevin McHale. I'm going to actually, you know, it's going to be like a how to go 12-0 style video, but instead of 12-0, it's like, you know, 68-0, but you guys will get what I'm saying there. The video is going to kind of walk you guys through a lot more different stuff that I think will really help you guys out. This video, we're straight up focusing on defense. So I'm going to be talking about lineup advice. I'm going to be talking about badges. I'm going to be talking about defensive settings. And then finally, like I said, I'm going to be showing you guys how to rotate and when to double team, when to run presses and stuff like that in games. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So right away, this is actually my unlimited team. This is the team that I do go ahead and play with whenever I'm trying to actually, you know, win some unlimited games or whatever. If I'm doing XP challenges, obviously the team is going to look a little bit differently, but this is my main team overall. Now, the first thing I'm going to be talking about is definitely just the overall badge that you need to make sure are on your players. Scrolling through Damian Lillard here, I just actually have to find it, but that badge is going to be clamps. Clamps, obviously, it literally says boost the ability to stay in front of like the ball handler on the perimeter. This badge is really important. Now, on point guards, the second most important badge I would say is pick dodger. This is actually going to help you get through screens a lot quicker, and it's going to actually, you know, kind of prevent your opponents from hitting these different threes and stuff like that. It also helps when they're getting hit by off-ball screens as well. They'll be able to fight over and jump passing lanes because your opponent may think, hey, he's stuck on a screen, and then boom, your guy jumps the passing lane, yoinks the ball, and you're chilling. Now, there is a bunch of other defensive badges in this game that do really matter. Like pickpocket is a really good one, interceptor, intimidator, tireless defender, trapper. All really solid badges that I think are really important. Two more that aren't being shown here are Heart Crusher and Intimidator, or not Intimidator, Heart Crusher and maybe it was Intimidator. I didn't think I saw Intimidator, but yeah, Intimidator is the other one, so it's good that he actually has that. I think I just completely overlooked it, but like I was saying, the Heart Crusher is a really important badge as well. But when it comes to playing on current gen, the thing is about current gen, clamps doesn't matter as much as it does on current gen, and that is something that you can actually use to your advantage. What I mean by that is with clamps, what basically means is when somebody turbos at them, they're gonna take their hand and push, and then they're gonna kind of get a blow by animation. You can actually use that to your advantage on next gen and actually get a lot of bump steals that way. It's something that I do a lot. When I used to use T-Mac, people would say, oh, how can you use him? He doesn't have clamps. I would use him as a decoy so people attack him, and when I bring that help over, I get a bump steal almost every single time. So you really have to be smart with the way that you guys are using that. Now, the thing is, when it comes to your 1, 2, and 3 spots, clamps, interceptor, pick dodger, they're a must. I would honestly say that it's really important to have them on these 3 guys. Reason why is because, again, they're going to be fighting over a lot of screens all game. They're going to be able to contest shots from getting past screens, and they're going to be able to actually lock up and play that good defense, and it's just going to help out a lot. Now, when it comes to your 3, 4, and 5, this is where you really want to make sure you have Intimidator. Now, if you do play on current gen, it works on next gen, don't get me wrong, but current gen, Heart Crusher and Showtime are like juiced for whatever reason. So if you're playing on current gen, Heart Crusher is a very important badge to use. The reason why is 1 block, one strip steal, you know, one shot clock violation can make the entire team cold. You can obviously have those badges on your point guard and shooting guard, which it does help, obviously, if you have them on there. But I kind of wanted to just, you know, talk about badges a little bit here. Now, as far as my lineup goes, you guys can see it. Like I said, I'm not like the type of player that tries to find the tallest guy at each position and just run it like that. Me, I like to run my defense more like quick. I like my players to be able to be fast. That's why you see I run guys like Bobby Jones and Anton Jameson at the 4 rather than guys like Blake Griffin or like, I don't even know, like Tim Duncan or Zion. Well, I mean, no, Zion's a perfect fit, but you guys kind of get what I'm saying. When it comes to that 4 position, I like having players that are quick because they are going to be able to fight over screens as well. But more importantly, when you guys will see in the clip that I'm going to show you, when somebody hits this screen right here and they try to come around the screen, if you're bringing your stretch 4 or your, you know, small ball 4 and you're running up with him, you're going to be able to get a lot better of a contest, I feel like, a lot quicker. And that really does help a lot when you're playing this game. So that's just a little tip right there as well when it comes to a lineup of what I think you guys should do. Now, outside of that, though, the rest of the team really doesn't matter. I prefer to use quicker bigs like Blake, like DeMarcus Cousins. It does help on the defensive end, but mainly that is for offense, too, to be able to just run up and down the floor really quick. I like scoring on fast breaks. It's my favorite way to score in this game. Reason why is I just like playing defense, so that's just what I like to do. Now, your coach really doesn't matter. I mean, I use Frank Vogel, but like Frank Vogel's not really going to change anything too much about defense. It does give a boost to perimeter defense for some people and defensive rebounding, if that means anything. But I do think he is still the best coach in this game, so I just figured I'd put that in here as well. Touching up on defensive settings, though, when you guys go into the screen here, now when you're on next gen, it's going to look a little bit more complicated. It is virtually the same thing on current gen, though. Now, a lot of people ask me what I think is better playing on. If you are an average player, and I mean you just play this game for fun, if you want to use whatever cards you want, you don't treat this game like it's the 250k tournament, next gen is definitely the move. I 100% have a lot more fun playing next gen. I don't like playing current gen. Current gen is really just people doing the speed glitch thing back and forth, and like that's just not fun for me. So on next gen, on ball pressure, I always put this to smother. What's going to happen is as soon as somebody catches that ball and they turn, your guy is sliding up and like holding up. He's chilling there. You know what I'm saying? He's right there, ready to play that defense. That definitely helps out a lot. Off ball pressure, you can put this on deny ball. I don't really like this. I would prefer to put this on tight. The reason why is because tight is your guys are still going to be there. Like they're still going to be able to, you know, they're still gonna be able to close out on threes really easily, because like the thing is, off ball pressure, they're gonna be far enough away for sometimes your opponent to kick that ball, but if you have the right players in the right position, they're still gonna jump the passing lanes. But also they're close, so they're close enough for that, and they're far enough away to where if they try to backdoor cut you or anything like that, they're already back enough to where if your opponent throws it, they're just gonna yoink it out of the air and you're chilling there. On-ball screens, I do put this one on go over. The reason why is when somebody goes and obviously you hit that screen, your players are going to fight over the screen, and what that's going to do is obviously prevent them from shooting a lot more threes. On-ball screen for the center, I put this on go under. If it's the center, like, you know what I mean? Like, I would just rather have, like I said, if like this is good for when your opponent is using, like, you know, if your opponent is more looking to attack the rim, that is why I put this on as well, because what's going to happen is this is going to cover both sides of it. So this is why I really do like it. I just think that it's, I don't know, I prefer it works well with what I do on defense, which I will show you. Now, I don't really touch anything else. I could sit here and say, oh, you have to do this, you have to do this, like all this sort of stuff. I don't really like doing that. This is just more for the casual players in this mode that want to be better at the game, but aren't trying to play this like 250. Like, you can do stay attached. That does work as well. I just don't like doing this because I feel like when you do stay attached, it messes with some of your rotations sometimes, and I really just don't like that. The only other thing I do every single game is I put drive help to no help. This is going to obviously prevent, you know, you're going to have to do rotations yourself, but this is going to prevent your guys from just leaving the corners wide open. Now, when you go down to coaching settings, you want to make sure your adaptive coaching engine is turned off at all times. Reason why is what this is going to do is basically change your defense for you, and it changes your offense as well. You don't want to do that. You do not want the CPU adjusting things for you, especially in the middle of a game. Definitely do not want to have that happen. You want to make sure that the defensive play calling is on manual, because I've heard a lot of you guys say in the past that this gets turned on to auto, and you do not want that. Late game fouling, just as a tip, make sure it's on manual too, so you guys aren't just walking up and fouling at the end of the game when you're trying to, you know, get like a, you know, a double team steal or something like that. Now, this is something that I think people like over exaggerate, but you can turn this off to help defense. You can put this to 0. It does help, but at the same time, like, I never do this and I never have a problem. Like, so there's, I don't know, like, you can do this if you really want to, but I just think it's like kind of a waste of time. But it does help if you guys wanted to. Again, I just don't think it's completely necessary, but it is worth putting in the video at least a little bit. So this is actually from my stream last night. And again, my face cam is covering my other face cam from the stream perfectly because you guys just don't need to see me twice. So you guys can see right here by the score, I was winning by 8 already at this point. And this is like really like the possession that things just started, or like, I mean, I want to say that I just sealed the game here, which I did obviously, but this is the biggest possession I feel like of the game. So he tried to run down. I did cut him off with Jameson. Now this is where I want to say that, like, this is where I want you guys to pay attention to what I do this play. So right here, if you guys kind of like look back a little bit, well, here, I'll just like let it play out for a minute. So when he throws it into the paint, what you guys are going to see here is that I do actually click onto Lillard because I'm trying to get that steal. Like right there, I clicked on, I didn't get the steal, which is fine. So he runs back out. Now you guys can see, when I'm looking at this, I'm trying to pay attention to what is going on the screen right now. I'm trying to figure out who is rotating where, who is trying to cut, whatever, right? So he calls this screen, right? Look at what I do with Jameson. So I run down like this, right? So I'm trying to make him think that, one, not only Derrick Rose is open, but I'm here with Boogie. So like, I'm not really worried about that. I can play both of these pretty well with Boogie, but I'm trying to cut off that paint. So right away, I'm basically sealing this right here. So he can't throw this pass because I'm right here with Jameson. This is a great way to protect that pick and roll game right here. So he gets bumped, he can't throw that. Now when I realize that he's not going to throw it, this is where I held L1 to send this double team. This double team was going to make him extremely uncomfortable because what this did is, you guys can see right here, I click on the Boogie and I bring Boogie over to the corner right here. So now DeMarcus Cousins is covering this corner. These two are double teaming him, and right here, he has nothing open. What I mean by that is if he throws this to Larry Bird, he's going to get stuck into an animation. I mean, he could probably just go up with it and make a layup, which is probably his best choice, honestly. But the thing is right here is I'm covering both of this with Boogie. Like, he can't throw it here because I'm jumping the passing lane. I actually think I go for the swipe here. Yeah, I do. So you guys can see I tried to cut it off with Boogie, but either way, this is going to turn into a 3-second violation. I click on the Jameson right here. I'm covering both of these guys with one thing. So you guys see, I'm on Jameson now. I covered that short pass with Derrick Rose. When the ball is in the air, he can't score. If the ball is in the air, he can't shoot the ball. You guys got to remember that. So when he kicks it to the corner, I'm there. I do jump just in case he shoots it because at this point, you guys can see right here, the shot clock is really low. You always got to keep track of the shot clock as well because that is how you're going to be able to shut down a lot more people. So right here, I don't click on the wait, I don't believe. No, I don't. So this is the biggest thing about next gen, right? This is my opponent in a nutshell. This is what a lot of guys are going to be like when you guys play them. They're going to try to fade. Fading threes in this game on next gen is everybody's bread and butter. This is the biggest tip I can give you. Watch what I do here. I click, instead of clicking onto Wade, I click onto Lillard because Bird is coming up to set a screen, okay? So watch what I do right here. You see how I rotate it right there? That situation where I pull Lillard on that other side of that screen locks him up completely. Completely locked down, has nowhere to go. He ends up taking a heavy because Wade is right there. We snagged the board with Boogie, and that sealed the game for me. That completely sealed it. If he hit a 3, it's only a 5-point game right there. So I'm going to just like let the entire possession play out here and kind of give you guys an understanding about really what it looks like in fast-paced motion. So again, breaking this down completely. He tries to run to the corner here. Boom, we cut that off. We're rotating back. We're good. Lillard right there for the steal. We don't get it. It's all good. He resets it. I reset it myself, right? I bring Jameson down so he can't throw that pick and roll. Send that double team. Bring Boogie to the corner. Makes that long pass. We're there. Covered. Jump that side of the screen. Heavy. Boom. Rebound. Locked up entirely. And that is how you guys play better defense in this game. Now, that's going to look a lot sweaty, and you guys are going to be like, dude, I'm not trying to play like that. Not every game is going to be like that. I'm trying to get you guys to read and react to certain situations a little bit better, and I'm hoping that this clip does that justice because you guys can see it's all about adapting and reading what your opponent is doing. The ending of this is what is most important, if I'm being honest. It's all about reacting to what is happening. That is an IQ play right there. You see what I'm telling you? This Lillard play is the highest IQ thing that I do on defense. And it's not just me. You see Ty do it. You see Isaac do it. You see a lot of these other guys do it because that's how you read and react situations. He has nowhere to go in that situation. If I tried to front with Lillard a little bit and he faded around that screen, he could have been wide open. But I was there with Lillard just in case. We got that good contest, snagged the board, and we won the game. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy. Kill the like button if you guys did. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. And yeah, peace.